Spirit are asking us more than ever at this time to face ourselves, to look within for where our healing lies. We are being asked to forge our own healing path more than ever before. To look at ourselves emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. To see where we can heal and where we can grow. Guys, this is Leah Savage from the Spirit Speaks channel. And I wanted to talk to you today about this overwhelming feeling that we all seem to be in at the moment of being in this sort of emotional pressure cooker. And the reason why I'm sort of using this as a bit of an analogy is because that's literally what we're going through right now. And as painful as it is for many of us, it's also a truly, truly exciting time. Yeah, anytime I see people going through this stuff, as they are starting to awaken to a new way of healing, and they're trying out spiritual healing, or they're just trying out just new ways of healing that are sort of away from the mainstream forms of sorting our shit out. Anytime I see somebody do that, all I can see are these beautiful beings, and it's quite often their allies, and just all this light and beauty, and you can see them, you know, they're in their own turmoil, and I just want to say to them, hey, just turn around and look behind you, because, you know, they're there. The healing path is there, and it's waiting for you. When we heal ourselves, we heal the life around us. And in a way, sometimes subtly, sometimes not so subtly, we're actually healing the people around us as well. And that creates more space for their own personal healing. And then that ripples out, and it ripples out into our society. And it ripples out into the land. And from the land, it ripples out into the oceans, out into the atmosphere. And then it ripples out into worlds that we couldn't even imagine, possibly imagine even existing. Where we make better choices around healing our emotional selves, and we get brave, and we step up onto that platform, and we start moving ourselves in this new way. The lives that we live just become better. The challenges that come our way become better. Now, each time I connect with Spirit around all of this stuff, and I start asking questions on behalf of the collective, a lot of the messages I'm receiving at the moment is that more big changes are coming. And that it is really more important than ever to start facing the more scarier parts of our being, the parts of ourselves that we've been running away from, talking about the things that we feel uncomfortable about, even if it makes us feel so vulnerable that we want to cry. And you know what? That's actually okay. Because once we release that, once we acknowledge that that pain is there, we can then begin to heal. And as we begin to heal, we start to become more and more free. When we become more and more free, We become less easy to control. We make better choices for ourselves. We make better choices for our children, for our future. Because that problem has shifted out, there's more space in your energetic body to fill up with yourself. Or there's more space in your physical body, I should say, to fill up more and more with yourself, with your spirit. And when we're more filled with our own personal energy, that's when we can make those clearer pictures. That's when we can make those clearer choices, rather, sorry. Guys, this is an exciting and slightly terrifying time for humanity. But the spirits say, you know, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, that it is always going to be okay if we can just bring it back into ourselves. When we can help ourselves, that puts us in a state of being able to help each other. And it doesn't matter what your opinion is in the world right now. The world is quite confusing. There's mixed messages everywhere. When we start to heal ourselves, this is the true act of rebellion. This is us taking a stand for who we are as humans. It is our God-given right to be able to deal with this stuff. Most of us at school don't get given these tools. We don't get help, or we don't get shown how to deal with our emotional selves. Many emotions are either deliberately repressed so that no one has to deal with it because the adults didn't know how to deal with it. Or they're just simply not even acknowledged because there's no awareness of it. While we are running away from our personal problems, the problems in our lives get bigger. And so I'd like to invite everybody to start maybe just looking out of the box a little bit. If you're already on a healing path and you're already on a spiritual journey, keep going. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I know what it's like when you're in those really dark moments in your life where you kind of want to give it up. You don't want to deal with your stuff anymore and you've had enough. Just keep going. Just take that extra little step, or retreat and have a break. We need that sometimes. Retreat, have a break, have a breather, meditate, chill out, read a book, have a day off of work. Do whatever you got to do to get yourself strong enough to take that next step. And the way that you can do that is through meditation, going for walks in nature, doing art without any judgment on how good you are at it. Play with paint, move paint around on a page, play with colors that you just love, or just do something. Sometimes if I'm walking through the forest and I need to sort of bring up that sort of childlike, joyous energy, I skip like a child. I have friends who've seen me do this. They laugh at me every time. I don't care because it makes me feel great and it adds to my day. When we can learn to play, we then start to create an energy where we can plug more into our passion. When we can plug more into our passion, those things that we're passionate about, then bring a joy about life. And when we're experiencing more joy, that is healing in itself. And then as those more painful parts come up, we're just that little bit stronger to take it on. If we don't deal with what's going on with us emotionally and what's feeling out of balance, spiritually or mentally, then those problems are only going to get worse. They never go away. And if we don't deal with them as they come up, then what we're doing is we're sweeping it under the carpet, and those behaviors come out in other weird little ways. Sometimes it can come out in like passive aggressive behavior. Sometimes it can come out in controlling behavior. Sometimes it can come out in sexual behavior. It can come out in so many different forms, and it starts to get harder and harder to track what is actually the trigger inside of us that's creating those behaviors. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, thank you for listening to this video, and this is something that is quite dear to my heart. Guys, if you would like to subscribe and like and hit the bell, that would be awesome. And I am, just feeling more and more driven by spirit to do this work. I am a shamanic practitioner and spiritual healer. So if you would like any other information on that, you can find my links below. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending you all my deepest love, and I just want to call on the spirits today. And I'd just like to ask those allies of all of us who are supporting us at this time to help us be strong, to make those steps towards our healing on our path to a life that is more ours and less run by our pain. Thank you. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video today. If you would like to hit subscribe and like and the bell button, that would be really appreciated. I think I'm going to create more videos like this. I am feeling a lot of joy when I make these videos, so I think I'm going to keep doing it. Anyway, thank you guys, and I'm sending you all my love. Mwah. Good luck out there.